I'm James Saunders Watson, and I'm the Lord Lieutenant of Northamptonshire. And I'm delighted to be given the opportunity to be able to thank Corby Borough Council and the Borough of Corby for all that it has achieved in helping create the special place that Corby now is. Actually, I'm wearing two hats. I'm not just the Lord Lieutenant, and in that role as Lord Lieutenant, I'm the Queen's representative in the county of Northamptonshire. And it gives me a huge pleasure to thank the borough for what it's done. But also I'm a resident of the borough, and I have been since I moved here as a child in 1971. And I then moved permanently with my family in 1999 to Rockingham Castle. Taking the first role as Lord Lieutenant, it is just, one looks back today on what has been achieved by the Borough Council, by Corby, in the years that it's been in existence. From its genesis as a new town in the post-war years, through the time when the steelworks were the core employer, then the closure of the steelworks in 1980 or 1980 and 1981, how it rebuilt itself, what a dynamic place it's been, and now such a vibrant town with a lot of energy going forward. And I just thank the borough for taking the lead and ensuring that Corby has been able to sail its way through those troughs and crests and peaks. But more importantly, I want to thank the borough from my family's association with Corby. Rockingham has been here since William the Conqueror ordered the castle to be built in 1068. My family moved here in 1540. But actually, we've always had a very strong association with the borough and with the town of Corby. We very much see ourselves as being integral parts of the borough and a key jewel in that crown. If I go back to the 1930s, it was the arrival of Stuarts and Lloyds that gave a great life-saving injection of capital to the estate, because suddenly, at the depths of an agricultural depression, somebody wanted the assets sitting underneath the soil, and we were able to be paid for the ironstone workings, which then led to the growth of Corby. In the 1950s, with the growth of the new town, a lot of the estate land was consumed in the areas around Shire Lodge and around Beanfield. But that actually started to build a very symbiotic relationship with the estate and with Corby. And that continued throughout the time that my father was here. But I really feel it actually from the moment that I moved here in 1999. At that stage, there was a lot of thought being led by the Borough Council about how to regenerate Corby. There was the launch of Catalyst Corby. I got very closely involved in that. I brought the landowners together to make the working relationship between the public-private partnership and the borough and the landowners to see how we could deliver the growth in Corby. And I'm really proud that I look back now on some of the discussions that we were involved in back in 2001 and look at what's been achieved. And the borough has been right at the heart of that. You now have a railway station, you have a regenerated town centre, you've got the queue, you've got the swimming pool. It is just fantastic when one thinks back at what has been achieved. I also think that we need to celebrate some of the high spots of the last, I was going to say last 20 years that I've been associated with. I really remember in 2012 when the Queen came to open the queue in the Jubilee year. It was also the year that we had the Olympic torch running through. I remember that from the Four Ways roundabout, going down to see the torch being run through the town, thinking this is so important. Corby is on the map. Corby is somewhere which we're proud of and be keen to be associated with. More recently, since I've become Lord Lieutenant, I've come again to realise what an important and brilliant place Corby is and what wonderful people live in Corby. We instituted in the county the Rose of Northamptonshire Award, and it was designed to celebrate the unsung heroes across the county who've risen to the challenge of what the COVID pandemic's caused. And I have been so encouraged and refreshed and pleased with some of the wonderful heartfelt stories that have come out of Corby, of the strength of community, which is so much that which we know is there in Corby, but people outside don't know. I look forward. It is so exciting. We've got a new phase. It's a lot of challenges. It's going to be in some respects, I'm desperately sad to see the borough go. I've got, from a personal point of view, we've had such strong relationships with the officers and the members of Corby, and we very much at Rockingham feel that we are part of that integral part of the borough. But we are moving to a new world with a new form of local government, and I think the borough and its officers and its members can be proud of the legacy that they leave. They leave Corby in a very, very much stronger place than it has been for a number of years. It is a growth town. It's got a very, very strong and strength sense of community. It has got so many things going forward to it. I really look forward to really growing from that legacy that the borough has left us. And I thank them for everything they've done, the members, the officers, and all of those who've worked for the borough over the last many years. Thank you.